What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Marriage Unmastered. Y'all, we in season 4. This is Hen. I'm here with my lovely wife, Shireal.
Hey, what's going on?
Excited to be back on this Monday, y'all. The Super Bowl was dope last night.
It was so good. By the way, Super Bowl is my second favorite holiday on the planet.
Why is it your second favorite
I
holiday?
just love it. And it's always been like a big deal in my family. Like it's just one of those events where we all got together, we all like cooked dish like food and just gathered and enjoyed each other. It's just a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Tonight it was different. It was just us, but it was cool. Our own traditions we starting to make.
It was actually really cool because our kids are like big enough now to actually like start to understand and appreciate it. Like,
Yeah.
so it was nice. Like they was into the game and into the halftime show, and we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was cool. And then wait, they were dancing with
Well,
when
Usher.
my son was acting like he was popping and locking out here.
Oh my God, they were so cute. But it's really nice, like to start our own traditions. We had our hors d'oeuvres out.
Uh-huh.
It was sweet.
It was
So
cool.
yeah, passing it along.
Oh yeah. All right, so given the business today, babe, what's the topic?
So this topic actually comes from, so we follow another podcast called Tonight's Conversation. If you don't know who they are, check them out. Go on Instagram, look them up. And we saw like a snippet of a conversation they were had, and they were talking about do women like fall for a man because they're in love, or do they prefer safety? That was pretty much the gist of it. So the topic for tonight is love me or keep me safe.
Mm. Love me or keep me safe. Okay, okay.
So let's dig into that. So when I watched the clip, right, the lady was pretty much saying a woman would fall for a man, or I guess stay with a man, be with a man more so if he makes her feel safe than if she loves him.
Mm.
And so like when you break that down, like when you really break it down as from a woman's perspective, for me, I was like, yes, 100%. Cuz see, here's the thing. Like I feel like for me to even have the opportunity to love you, I must feel safe.
Okay.
Like and it like there's safety on so many levels, right? So there's like emotional safety, like I trust you with my emotions, with my heart. There's like physical safety, like I feel like you'll protect me. There's
Mm-hmm.
financial safety, security, like you're going to make sure we're good. Like there's a whole thing, like, and it's like a package of safety. So if my man can make me feel safe, I'm going nowhere. Like
Mm.
I'm locked in. Like you don't have to worry about me stepping out. Like I will think triple, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 times before I make a side step. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but if a dude like doesn't cater and care for my heart, doesn't cater and care for like my finances, doesn't make me feel protected, like that's when I'll start like, I don't know about this.
Mm. Cause he got you out there like just hanging, right?
Yeah, like
So
feeling
okay.
insecure. Yeah,
So because you agree with that comment, does safety open the door for love?
absolutely, absolutely. Because I also believe that a woman would be with a man that she's not necessarily in love with because he makes her feel safe. Love
It
can come later.
so it's crazy because like I get what you're saying and it's cool. However, it sounds like an arranged marriage of some sort, right? And just listen to my theory.
But an arranged marriage?
No, of like, you know how, okay, so listen to my theory. So in an arranged marriages, the women are selected for the husband, and the husband already has like either a presence or a status in the community with land and money, and
Some.
some, but like a lot of times they kind of like already set up. And so I hear women that's been in an arranged marriage, they'll be like, I can grow to love you. Like I didn't love your husband, or they have children. They'll be like, I didn't love your dad.
Yeah, but
I
I
grew to
think
love
the
him.
men, I feel like that. yes, you can say that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But I feel like in that situation, that's a two-way street. The man has to grow to love her too. They don't know each other. It's arranged. I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying beyond that, like if I'm just dating a dude, but he like makes me feel safe, like he's not out there doing stuff, he's coming home at night, like he's making sure I'm good on all levels, like I would stick with that person more so than some dude like I got feelings for, but he do whatever, he treat me however, like there's a bunch of insecurities, like you know
Mm.
what I mean?
So, like, answer me this: how was it when we met? Now that you look back over our 12-year relationship, 10-year marriage, did I provide safety or love, or could you even say anything to that?
I think that's a silly question because I'm still with you, but obviously I felt safe. But I think for with you, it actually I definitely felt safe before I felt love.
Mm.
100%. Like, because like when we started dating, you were immediately like showing me safety. Like you were immediately like catering to my heart. You were like you knew what to do to make me feel like I was the one that you were interested in.
Mm.
And I didn't feel like you were interested in anybody else. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
made me feel special and important and safe, you know.
Was it unusual for you at first because it
Mm,
was like different?
no, not unusual, but um it was it felt good though. You know, it felt like the right time. It was the right time for what you had to offer, for sure.
All right, safety or love? Mm.
So it's interesting though, like so I feel like from a woman's perspective, like it's easy to say that, but what about from a man? Like does that apply?
Ooh, that's so. If I'm gonna be 100% honest, I think all men, and we talked about this on like a couple of episodes a while back with season 4. Well, like men don't want they want to feel secure in their relationship or their marriage, and they want to feel like they can trust you.
So that's a form of
So
safety.
yeah, but like it's weird because for us as guys, like we want to trust you, but we also want you to be like in love with us too, so we can feel that. For me, I'm like a feeling type guy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So even though I say like I want to be able to trust you to make me to have me to be sane, like okay, I'm cool. I ain't got to stress myself out if she's if I don't think she's doing anything or you know what I'm trying to say. I'm fumbling with my words, but however, that thing for a woman, I want to be secure in her. Like if I'm for you, we dating, we married. I don't want to hear no foolishness on the side. I don't want to hear nothing because then I don't feel secure. You get what I'm saying?
So then it's the same thing. A
Yeah,
man
I just
you'd
said
rather feel safe than feel like, "Oh, I love this chick."
I would say yeah because when men get in love, become in love, or fall in love or whatever, we kind of lose. You can lose sight of yourself and get unfocused. And love can have you do crazy things, right? Look at people who do things differently for love. You know what I'm saying? Who act crazy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
No, I don't. Like look at you gotta explain
when you're
that.
in love, madly in love, and you're not focused, can't you do things that's like out of your ordinary character?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about then. I want to be in love, but I want to make sure like I'm still focused on like you and I'm grounded. That's the word. I want to be grounded in whatever I do. So I guess it's just both for me.
Okay.
A two-way street.
I mean, I feel like you're answering my question, but not really. Like, so I'm trying. The basically, I'm saying though, would you rather feel like safe in your relationship, or would you rather feel like madly in love? So you're saying you'd rather feel safe than not?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I don't need to be madly in love because I don't need to be out here acting crazy and wild and losing myself and losing who I am because I'm madly in love. Uh-uh.
So you think being madly in love would make you lose yourself?
Yeah, because the
So you're
word
not madly in love with
because
me?
because the word madly, if we using a different word,
Okay, Henry, in love then. In love.
I'm in love with you, Sherelle. I love you a lot. You're dear to my heart. However, I
Oh
need
my goodness.
it's where I need to be grounded too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't be out here at because I've been there before in my life one time when I was young and I didn't like the way it felt. I was crazy.
Oh wow.
Like, yeah, so I said I would never allow myself to be like that again. And when I say never
No,
allow myself to be
I'm
like
trying to, I'm
meaning
trying to.
that meaning that I would learn how to balance and how to understand you, my wife and how things operate and how I'm supposed to be. Like, and definitely it's God that keeps me grounded, keeps us grounded. You know what I'm saying? You just things happen for a reason, right? Relationships, pain, hurt, suffering, they teach you things. They teach you not to feel that pain again.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm done talking. I ain't got nothing else to say. Like, what you trying to get to this?
No,
I'm at the root
how would
of.
I know you were done talking? You kept
Oh, I'm
talking.
sorry. Well, I got a little more.
Sheesh.
So I'm at like the root. The root of my situation is like, God, you got to clean all of that up. What I've been through to prepare me for the future. And if having balance and structure and discipline is what I need to like do better for and to prepare myself for a wife, which is you, then I'm good. Then I know what I gotta do.
I understand that
You
for sure.
ain't.
I understand that because same situation, like, in my early 20s, I was in a quote unquote love, madly in love.
Toxic.
Toxic. Like so toxic. Like would not wish that on nobody. And I think but the crazy thing about that situation, there was total insecurity, no safety.
Mm,
It was like no safety. Like didn't know if I was going right or left. And so
I was there, so I understand.
you were in that same type of situation.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That so like and it doesn't feel good. Like it doesn't like and it also doesn't help you like be your best self. It actually
Mm.
brings you like it makes you your worst self almost.
Listen, that's so true. And then on top of that, people look at you and they be like, "You good?" And you be like, "Yo, I'm good," but you be bugging and you can't see it. You know how they
Right.
say blindly in love, like blind.
Right.
Yeah, that's how you
Right.
be acting so stupid.
Right.
Not you, but I
No, I
was.
get it.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
Me
And
too.
like to the point, like when I was going through stuff and I came home back to Connecticut to visit when I was young. First thing family was saying was like, "Yo, I heard you was bugging, God, wow," and I was like, "Yo, chill out, like whatever. It is what it is."
But I feel like for me, like when I would come home from that situation, you could see it all over me.
Mm,
Like you could see the mess I was in. Like even though I couldn't see it, like everything about me looked like the mess.
mm,
I didn't even look like how they'd be like, you don't even look like yourself anymore.
yeah,
Like literally all the bad things that could happen, like lost all the weight, hair falling out, like looking crazy. Like that was me in that situation, which is the no security. Because if you're in a relationship that's secure and healthy, which is interesting because you know how when people gain a lot of weight in a relationship, they're like, oh, you happy.
mm-hmm,
You done gained all this
yeah, yeah,
weight, you know what
yeah.
I mean? You done got fat or whatever. You're like, and it's like, yeah, they in love. You know what I mean? But like when you're in a bad, toxic relationship, like you don't look healthy. You
Nah,
don't look good. Like you literally look like you going through something.
listen, I so connect with what you're saying because
Right.
like when I was going through my situation, and I was young, like early
Right.
19, 20, 21.
Legit. Right. Right.
So I'm living with my sister at the time, and I was in such a depressive state. I didn't know it, right? Because I never experienced anything like that. So I didn't understand what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And she came into the room and she was like, "What are you doing, Henry? Like, look at this. You ain't wash your clothes. Look at your skin." My skin was looking like alligator skin. I was
Oh
crazy.
wow.
Room wasn't clean for months. I was bugging, but I didn't know. I
Mm-hmm.
had no type of understanding, or I'm trying to look for a word, like whereabouts of like where I was. I was
Mm.
delirious to everything, to the world, because I was so caught up in something. So because I think because of that one thing, I was like, never again, because it changed who I was. Because
Like
I
for
would,
the for the worst though, right? Not even
yeah.
just it's okay to change in a growth mindset, like it getting better,
No,
but
that's what I mean. Like
right
it changed me for the better. Like it changed my whole identity. Like
for the worst.
no, not I misspoke, but like yeah, I was like never again. Like I would accept anything. Like you know when somebody like lie to you right in your face,
Hmm.
and you love them so much, you'll just accept it and be like, okay.
Right.
So like from a man's perspective, like you look weak, you feel like a dummy, and you like, why am I? This ain't me.
From a woman's perspective too. From a woman's perspective too. Like I literally remember, and I feel like you said this the exact thing, the blindness of it all. Like
Yeah.
really not even be able to see past the situation. Like and oh my god, it's so crazy to be so blindly engulfed in something like that. Like it literally is like a black cloud just settles around you and you cannot see beyond it. You're legit
You know what it is?
blind.
You know what it is? You be submerged.
Yo, total submersion. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. I also remember like almost to the minute when the blinders were lifted for me.
Mm.
Like it's like it was like things became so clear. It was scary because you don't even recognize how, like where you are. Like how in the world did I wind up here? Like when those blinders lift, they're like snatched off your face.
How are your blinders lifted?
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's embarrassing a story. Like first of all, they should have been listed on so many different occasions, right? This is honestly in my book, but so I don't know if I should tell it or not. But it was like the most
Make
random
it short.
situation. Okay,
Just like the
literally,
moment the
the
blinders were
moments
lifted.
were. I had asked this person to pick me up something that I needed from the store, a woman's product, and they were literally on their way to the house. Had to pass a store to get to my house, and they was like, "Nah." And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I felt like, you're right, they're gonna get them. But when they got there, they didn't have them. And I don't know why it was that moment for me, because I think for everybody it's something different. But
Mm.
when they showed up without them, it was like this person does not care anything about you. Like literally, like somebody snatched the glasses off of my face.
Wow.
It was I don't know, and it's I feel like the story like there's always a different situation, and there's like also a bunch of situations that are happening beyond that, right? So there's the one that kind of like kicks you over the cliff. That was my like kick me over the cliff. The glasses fell off, like everything was clear. The fog had lifted, and it was done for me
Mm.
at that moment. Now, granted, there were so many other moments that people would probably be like, that should have been a moment right there. However, that was it for me. That was the one. That was the one that tipped me over the pole. And I feel like this conversation is for somebody.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know why it just hit like as I was saying that whoever's listening to this that this is for, like if you haven't gotten there yet, your moment is coming,
Yeah.
because that situation that you're in, like if you really want to be out of it, there's going to be one thing, one random, like totally what you would think to be insignificant thing that's going to happen, that's going to snap you out of your fog. And I promise you, there's something greater on the other side of that.
Yeah.
There's something so much greater, something you didn't even, it's going to blow your mind. And you're going to be shocked. Like, how was I ever
Mm.
there?
It's crazy to hear that from you, like your story of your aha moment. Like God was like, all right, I'm gonna show you this, and so hopefully this will tip it over. Like you never be surprised. See, for you, it took something. For me, I was so engulfed, like they had to leave
Mm,
me. for me to
Oh,
understand.
I get that
And I
too.
was like, I was so confused. I was like, I'm gonna tell you the exact words because I remember this to the T. It was like, I love you, and we were working a job together. But it was they said, I want to experience other men.
Mm.
I want to travel. No, it said I want to travel, and I was like, oh, cool. We can. I'm including myself in the plans, right? And the
Right.
plans don't have nothing to do with me, but I'm including them. And I'm like, yeah, we can travel. I like to travel too. They was like, no, I want to travel and I want to experience other men.
Mm.
I said, what? Mouth
Yeah,
drop. I was like,
that had to do it. That had to do it.
not. That was like the blow, like a right hook from Mike Tyson. Like,
Oh gosh, bit your ear off.
what? Like really? Not like really? Like I gotta spell it out for you, Henry, because you ain't gonna listen. You ain't gonna take the
Mm.
clues. You ain't gonna take the. I didn't come home that night because I was out and I cheated and I'm back. Like if you want to leave, you can leave. No, I'm good. We can stay together. Like oh, you don't want to listen to that? Okay, let me just say, let me just leave
Let
you.
me make it plain.
Yeah, like I needed that, and I was like, I'm an idiot.
Wow.
Like in the Grinch, you're an idiot. I was like, I'm an idiot. Like and it took that, and I was like, that's when I accepted. Like, all right, say less.
That's it's you know what that I feel like if for those of you who are listening, please let us know your aha moments. We want to hear some aha moments,
Hmm.
because I feel like it's for somebody else to lift them out of their toxic situations.
Yeah.
But ultimately, back to the topic, safety and security is like so important for you to be your best self in any type of relationship. Like
Hmm.
you have to really trust in your partner, and without that trust, it could go south real quick.
Yeah. And that's
So.
crazy because wait, I want to say it's something I want to say too when you talk about safety and security.
Mhm.
Like, and in a marriage, you may have like an aha moment, but you can't leave.
You can.
You can't. Okay, you can leave, but I'm just going from this perspective of you can't leave. You're not supposed to leave, and you're supposed to endure and figure out how do we get to the solution
Mm.
because that those traumatic experiences can start bring back memories of I can just get up and go and start over. But it's like how do I start over again with the same person? And we say, okay, I'm sorry. Let's heal from like this pain, this hurt that we could have caused each other. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
Because you can't just leave, especially when you're vested.
I feel
You
like we've had that moment though in our marriage a couple
yeah,
times.
we've had a few.
Yeah, we had to talk about that later, a little later.
Mhm. Yeah. Listen, y'all, this is our time.
Yes,
This
it
is
is.
getting good, but this is our time. We got to go. Check us out for on our YouTube special to hear some extra about this topic.
Our YouTube channel.
Oh,
It
yeah,
ain't no special.
let me speak it into existence. I
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
Yeah. Um, check us out. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We everywhere, y'all.
Yep, yep. All right, y'all. We will chat with y'all next week. Hit us up, mirrormastered@gmail.com. Bye.
Peace.